Live from Gene Way, welcome to Angel Stadium. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Los Angeles Angels. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So, almost ready to get underway. Towing the slab in today's game, Yusei Kikuchi. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average. Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Throws to first in time, and Freeman is retired. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And a big factor for them in recent games, Luis Rengifo.
Boog, if I'm the manager, this is the guy I wanted to play with the game on the line. I mean, he's just so special in these situations. The best of the best, man, they find a way to visualize those big moments well in advance, and they just slow everything down when they get into that situation. They come to the plate with a plan, they've studied the pitcher, and they just seem to execute a lot more than the average guy. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
And that drops in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Swing and a miss.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Next offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
He went up there and got it. With two strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at-bat.
Here's Mookie Betts at the plate now. He's one of the few players in baseball history to win the MVP and World Series in the same season.
Yeah, that 2018 Red Sox season was special.
And so was 2024 for Mookie and the Dodgers. Just like that Boston team, LA won the World Series with the MVP in their roster. Instead of Mookie, though, it was Shohei who claimed the double. Foul ball there. And that one almost hit him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
He goes down looking.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late, gave up on it a little bit early.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Two outs. Just missed.
2-0.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. That one not close. And that's ball 3. Popped tripped up. Foul territory behind the plate. Ohapi right there to make the grab. And that's the third out. It's the Dodgers 0, Angels coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Angel Stadium, and on the mound in this one, Roki Sasaki. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Bottom of the first. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Outside low, and that's ball one.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Fought off foul. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Close, but call the ball. And it's 2-2.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
The flip to the pitcher covering. 1 up, 1 down. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Jorge Soler.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Throw over to first, and he's back in on a dive. And now batting, Mike Trout. Trout with a couple of homers in his last game. Swing and a foul straight back. Ball one there.
2 strikes.
Edman, the base runner at first with 1 out. And that's outside.
2 strikes.
Runner on the move. There's the ball. Safe at second with a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Late on that fastball.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Outside, that's a ball.
And a count 1-2. Strike three, Roki gets the K.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're...
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, the guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto. The shortstop takes the ball. Two outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, strike one.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And a 1-2. And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. That misses. 2-2.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Stays alive. Outside with a breaking ball.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Angels add 3 on this blast. It's now 3-0. Back in Anaheim, new inning getting started. Now it's going to be Andy Pajes. Kikuchi back to work. Ripped to short. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Now it's Nick Senzel. He's been a great free agent sign. Just missed. Senzel, 29 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And a swing and a miss. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
That one missed. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them. He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Edmundo Sosa at the plate and takes high there. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Angels 3 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Here's the veteran first baseman, Josh Bell.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
That one fouled off.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
He swings and fouls one off. Not close with that one. Going to count 1 and 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Ranging back, out of here. And they boost their lead. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And next for the Angels, Cameron Meisner.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Right through there for a strike. Trying to bunt his way on. And foul ball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2.
2 strikes.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here comes Chris Taylor. There's the strike. Taylor working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that one missing low.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And there's 2 down.
Now batting.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Grounded out his first time up. And that one almost got him.
Two balls, no strikes.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 2-1 now.
Look pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And there's the ball.
3-2.
I think he wanted that call in the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Perfect.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that ball.
Tommy Edman at the plate. A single and a run scored and a walk. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. Horner, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one way outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Fastball for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-1. Outman with a homer in his last game. The 1-1 is fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive. ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. It's a leadoff double to start the third.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there.
Catcher.
And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
That's ball 2.
That one missed.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
That's ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes.
That one's in there. And the count is 3-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. No outs. Runner on second. Cut on and lifted in the air. Edman in position. And there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Now it's Freddie Freeman. He always seems to have a smile on his face when we get a chance to talk with him, Chris.
One thing I love about Freddie is how quick he is to deflect attention. He gets asked about this roster quite a bit, but he always shines the spotlight on others instead of himself. He's an ideal leader for this team.
Runner breaks for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. Oh, 2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Rengifo takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
I'm sure his teammates appreciate how Freeman goes about his business. It would be easy for him to lose focus, but he manages the bright lights of Los Angeles very well. He seems very comfortable here.
2 outs with a runner at third. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Bell. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave one. And we're back.
And
here's Mike Trout.
Right fielder.
And what's not to love about playing in Southern California? Freeman grew up less than 40 miles from Dodger Stadium, so you know he has some friends and family in the house for this one.
And first offering is fouled off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
That's a ball.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hauls it in for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Soler stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering is fouled back. That one misses
ball,
in the dirt.
2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. That one
Well, that's
outside.
incomplete.
And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Battling here as he fouls it away. Now it's 3-2. Got him swinging. And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. He's already homered here in this one.
Not a surprise he's off to a good start in this one, given he enjoys playing so much at home. Let's see if he can make it 2 for 2.
That
Ball
one
one.
off the mark. Ball 1.
1-0.
Fastball for a strike. And 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a 1-2. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. Angels 4 and the Dodgers nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That's down and in.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking
Count
discipline
1-0.
at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of
Ball, that's
outs.
too high.
Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And that one fouled off. The 2-2. That one just misses. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
In the air, left field, down the line. Meisner puts it away, and there's one away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Pajes, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Fouled off left side. Betts at first, one gone. foul ball. This to third, Neto. And it gets by him. Off-balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Now the batter now, Nick Senzel. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And ball
That's
one.
inside.
The Dodgers down by 4. Top half of inning number 4. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. One left for LA. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. And that is downstairs. And that's ball one. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Luis Garcia up and throwing. Yates also throwing. And another ball.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Just missed.
Down.
In for a strike, now 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And a foul ball. Now he breaks his bat. And they tag him out. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. He's already homered in this game. Ball one, no strikes. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 5-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up. And with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Roki Sasaki will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Alex Vesia.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
One down. Cameron Meisner, the next to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed. That one ripped. That's back. Tattooed and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 9th homer of the year. It's 6-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Base is empty, one away. Chris Taylor now. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. Next offering upstairs. Still only one out here in the inning. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Way inside. Right side, hard hit. Handles, throws to first. Taylor out on the play.
Fastball grew right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Corner up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Whips it to first. And that is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 6-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Kikuchi back to work. Very high with that one. 1-0.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
On a line, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Here's the center fielder, James Outman. Doubled in his first AB. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Outman, 27 years old, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. Sosa aboard here at first with nobody out. That one pushed to the left and foul. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Hard hit to third. To second for one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And it's fouled away. The Dodgers with a lot of ground to make up. And we're at the top of the fifth. Next pitch inside. 1-1.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And that is that. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Back in Anaheim, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. And set to get us started. Bottom 5, Tommy Edman. In the air, out towards right center. Outman sizes this one up. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Trout.
Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 7-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So 1 out, nobody on. Jorge Soler getting ready to hit, and that drops in for a strike. That's a base hit, so they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. That one finds the zone. 0-1. On the corner at the knees for a strike. That's inside. 1-2 to count. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
Now fly ball to right center. Drops into the glove, and that's the inning. Angels get one with a solo homer. It's now 7-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back for more of the Freeway series. Here's Freddie Freeman now.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
That's in there. 0-1.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at bat expands.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Hector Neris getting ready to go. Joyce, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. inside. Now 2-2. And a base hit into left field. That'll play. And a good start to the inning.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always
Now
easy
the
seeing the ball off the
designated
bat.
hitter,
Something to
Luis
improve.
Rengifo.
Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Rengifo. And that one is inside. Freeman gets his lead at first with nobody out. Line drive to short and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he
Now
made
batting,
solid
shortstop,
contact, and that's all
Mookie
you're
Betts.
looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's Mookie Betts. He is struck out and he is walked. The shortstop takes the ball. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's to third. Taylor. 1 at second. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Angels 7 and the Dodgers nothing.
And leading off
Josh
for
Bell at the
Hello.
plate now. And the
First
way he's going in this one, we've been
baseman,
waiting for his spot to come
Josh
around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Fastball in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
You know, these Angels, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far,
Inside,
and
ball
that tells
1.
me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the
1 ball.
miss.
With
2
all those
strikes.
extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Breaking ball inside. 2-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the
Now
zone.
batting,
And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Meisner in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball
Now
nicely
batting,
and just
third
bunched him
baseman,
up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and
Taylor.
catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes
0-1.
because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
That one a little bit high, and the count 1-2.
Strikes, the count.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
That one misses. Full count 3-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
A great back and forth in that at-bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Horner stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. The Angels up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Right through there for a strike. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. And now it's even up. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We're through.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Angels.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
53.
Hector Neris. 32nd appearance. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 2 in this one.
Left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And first offering is fouled off. There's the strike. 95 of that one.
Come on, Hector.
Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Paz, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Out to center. Edman sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting third.
Now the
baseman,
third baseman, Nick Senzel, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Pitches in there, and that's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That misses. Ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now 2 and 2.
2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. In the air, left field. Meisner on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it.
Pitching for the
We're
Dodgers.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh.
57.
Luis Garcia.
And he's done a
Garcia.
great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And leading
Here's
off
a switch
with
hitter, Tommy
hello.
Edman. 1 for
Center
3.
fielder, Tommy Edman.
And there's a ball. That one pushed foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now one away. Here's Trout. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Blake Trinan, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh.
Inside ball.
Fouls one off. 2-2. That one is absolutely belted. Hernandez drop step going back. Gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add on. It's 8-0.
How in the world did he do that? That pitch was outside the zone, and he still got it out of here. Such an incredible swing right there on that breaking ball away. Did an incredible job of keeping the hands back, letting it travel. And boy, he just hammered that. Recognized the break. And man, this guy kept his front foot down. Weight didn't transfer until the exact time. An excellent backspin to carry it over the fence.
Now a chance for Jorge Soler. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. And that's fouled off. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. And that's just foul. And they'll do it again. The 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That one misses, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Now a check swing, but he held up. And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Oh, the count.
The batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Ball one there. Next one just misses. And the count is 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Angels do get one, however, on the Mike Trout home run. It's now an 8-0 game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing
that ball went
anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
Swing and a ball popped up. Horner makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, James Outman.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman, 1 for 2. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
0-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Edman raging back towards the wall. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0.
Ball upstairs.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together for him.
Now
Got a
batting,
fastball,
the
middle of the
first
plate,
baseman,
jumped all
Freddie
over it.
Freeman.
Absolutely smoked that ball.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. On the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
No ball, 2
Smith
strikes.
leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So the Dodgers leave one, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Back here at Angel
And
Stadium,
leading off
and the
with
batter will be the
the
shortstop, Zach
shortstop,
Neto.
Zach
Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the
Neto.
skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Garcia back to work. He was late there, strike one.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now it's even 1-1. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Bell stands in now and watches strike one. And the 0-1. And that is out of play. Stays alive. The Halos up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Cameron Meisner digs in now.
Cameron Meisner.
And there's a strike of the outside corner. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Angels go quietly there as the lead holds at 8-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Luis Rengifo. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Robert Stevenson up and loosening in the pen. Quijada warming up as well. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Here's Mookie to hit.
Mookie Betts.
And that one clips the corner.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Line drive, caught.
Man, he really turned on that one. Absolutely ripped it towards third, but quick cat-like reflexes down there at the hot corner to bring it down.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. That's a little bit low. The 1-1 is cut on and missed to the pitch upstairs.
2 strikes. Ball, that's down.
Squirts away a little bit. And the runner holds. Rengifo leads off first with 1 away. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. That one felt good. His 17th of the year. It's 8-2.
What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Hector Neris gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Now
the
on the
Angels.
bump, Zach Jackson.
Number
Coming on to face a
61.
righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
One out, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. That's way outside, and that's ball one. And another ball.
Damn.
On the ground to the left, and foul ball. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Bell makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Now batting.
So they're down to their final out. Nick Senzel steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. A little out front there as he swings through it.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Just missing there. And the count 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
One strike away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Now batting, second baseman Edmundo
So 2
Sosa.
down. Now it's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. First offering, and it just misses. Two outs. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels take this one in a blowout.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Los Angeles Angels. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, number 86. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, I'm looking to see if he can increase the amount of swings and misses and perhaps get more strikeouts because hitters are batting over 300 against him, and that means guys are getting the barrel to the ball. Exit velocity's got to be pretty good when you have that kind of batting average, so he's going to have to find a way to do something different in this one.
Freddie Freeman, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan. And
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. That's down. One hops off the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now at the plate, Luis Rengifo just missed. Freeman leads off second with nobody out. Outside, 2-0.
Not showing great command so far in this at-bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
At the belt and fires. That clips the zone, and it's 2-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the second game of the series. Ripped, but it curls foul. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes Freddie around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Slides his hand in there. Safe. And it's 1-0.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Turns and fires to Betts. That one fouled off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
And a swing and a miss. 1 down. Here comes Max Muncy. Another solid power season. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 1 strike.
And that's
ball.
off the inside edge.
1-1.
And 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. Man at first, one away. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Teoscar Hernandez in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Hernandez went deep in his most recent game.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That one missed. Now 3-0.
3-0.
Two outs.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and
Batting
guy at the
sixth,
plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And here is Sosa to the plate. In there, and it's 0-1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
There's the swing and a miss.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
On the ground, Neto. They get the force. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starting pitcher, Clayton Kershaw. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Kershaw, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Grabs it on the run. 1 away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. This team can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with the bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of pitchers squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands, and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense. 2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count, he's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
One out, base is empty. That's out to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down.
Batting third.
Here's Mike Trout.
Well, he's been having a great year this year and hitting home runs at a good clip. And the matchup is very favorable.
And first offering is fouled off. Trout matched a couple of homers in his last game. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. Around first, digging for two. The throw into second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Top of the second, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. And that one fouled off. Pages getting the start in right, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in Cuba. And the slider just misses. Inside corner for a strike. Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
James Outman now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
No balls, 1 strike.
Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that's downstairs and outside. Misses inside. And a count now even up. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Batting ninth.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Climb the ladder with that fastball. Strike 1. Slapped foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, still 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated.
And meanwhile, this a fair ball down the left field line. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here is Freddie Freeman. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. One left for L.A., but they hold a 1-0 lead. And we're back. Jorge Soler up at the plate.
Designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Kershaw back to work. In the air, right field, Pages sizes this one up, squeezes it, 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 5th, third baseman, Connor.
Here's the third baseman, Connor Norton. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. Swing and a foul straight back. For Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and one of the best sliders the game has ever seen. Pitch
Ball
misses, and that's ball one.
One
The
ball,
slider
one
was not
strike.
part of his arsenal when he debuted in 2008. He was a fastball, changeup, curveball guy. But in May of 2009 at Wrigley Field in a bullpen
One ball,
session,
2 strikes.
he decided to try a new pitch. And that's outside. The count now 2-2. With A.J. Ellis as his catcher, Mike Borzello as the coach. He threw a couple of them. It was near perfect right away, and he started using the slider right from there in May of 2009. And it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and
out.
they get the out.
Batting 6.
And here
the
is
shortstop.
Zach Neto.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately.
Neto.
Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. That's in there. 0-2 now. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Smith brings it in for the 3rd out. And the Angels are gone in order. They're down 1-0. Back in Anaheim,
Leading off
on
for
to the 3rd
Dodgers,
inning.
the
Now it's the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Luis
Luis
Rengifo. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Swing and a pop-up. Corner. And there's one away. Here's Mookie now. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
There's a swing and a drive. And in one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. Betts into second.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that,
Oh, that's too
more
low.
often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Muncy stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Just missed. Top of the zone for a strike. It's 2-2. Betts leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. In the air, out towards left center. Edman in position. He makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting. Left
Here's
fielder,
Teoscar Hernandez. Walked his first time. There's a strike. Man at second. That misses the zone, and that is ball one.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hammered, base hit. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Sosa batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Out to short, Neto. They take the force out, and the inning is over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching back here at Angels Stadium, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. O'Hoppe launched a homer in his most recent game. Just missed.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Out front, rip foul. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
1 strike.
Laced into left. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Ryan Noda now at the plate. That misses. Ball 1. Runner at first with no outs here. And another ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
This to third. There's one. On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Left fielder, Chris Taylor.
Here comes Chris Taylor.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. No hits over his last 5 games.
That's inside.
1 ball, no strikes.
And there's a foul ball.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Just missed.
2-1.
Fouls one off. 2-2. On the ground to third, Muncy. To first, Taylor is out. Third out, and that ends the frame. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. On to innings. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Andy Pajes. That one missed.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
On the ground to first. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. And a quick out, number one.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now, here is James Outman. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
0-2.
Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
2 down, bases empty. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And he won around. Ruled a swing. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Dodgers go down quietly. They hold a 2-0 lead. Back for more of the Freeway series. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
You know, these Angels, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, right fielder, Mike Trout.
So digging in, Mike Trout. in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. And a ball evens the count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one lifted in the air, left field. And that'll do it. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Ben Joyce.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next to the dish is Freddie. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far. And that's something they should feel very good about.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting,
Luis Rengifo, the next to hit.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
That one misses, and it's 1-0. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Line drive, could be extra bases. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit.
Now batting.
They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
1 out, runner at second. Now here is Mookie Betts. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
The shortstop takes the ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Ground ball, left side. Throws across the diamond. Mookie retired, 2 down. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. 0 for 2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Foul ball there. Man on second, 2 down. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Triple digits on that last pitch. So the Dodgers leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back for more of the Freeway series. And now the DH, Jorge Soler. Kershaw back to work. to the left side, but it is well foul. Soler, a former All-Star, 33 years old, and he's been wearing out home plate lately. He scored 10 times in the last 10 games.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've really got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Fouled off. He was late. And a foul ball. And a curve is down and in.
1-2.
That one ripped left field. That's back. Banks off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at-bat.
1 out, runner at second. And next for the Angels, Zach Neto. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Last half of inning number 5. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. In comes the run from second, and a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. 1 for 1 with a single so far. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
1 ball, no strikes.
Man at second. And he grounds one back up the middle. Throw on to Freeman. That's out number 2.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And now the first baseman, Ryan Noda. 0 for 1 so far. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Next pitch misses outside, and it's 1-1. Kershaw deals and fouled off. Neto on third with 2 out. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And
Now pitching for
we're
the
back,
Angels.
and they make a change to start
Number
the sixth.
53.
The new pitcher, Hector Neris.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, one-run game, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. A walk, and he's also singled. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Edman in position. He's got it, and there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman, Edmundo
So up next,
Sosa.
Edmundo Sosa. Off the mark there. Ball one. Action in the Angels bullpen. Zach Jackson preparing to come on if needed. Pop foul out of play off to the right. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that skips into dirt.
2-2.
Popped up. Corner moving under this one. Pulls it down, and there's two gone. Two out, space is empty. And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. Just off the outside edge. 1-0. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Next offering upstairs. Out to short. Zips it to first. And that is the third out of the inning. Nothing across here this half. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. Back for more of the Freeway series. Bottom of the sixth. Here comes Chris Taylor. Fought off foul.
Ball, no.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
And misses inside. Right down to shoot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one missing low.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like he got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
So here's Horner now. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Sosa makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Tommy
And here comes Tommy Edman. A switch hitter batting right. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. 7th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Angels 1.
Now pitching for
So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, JoJo Romero.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Leading off for Los Angeles.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Smoked into left, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one.
Now
Really
back.
good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Smith into box again, takes a strike. And a foul ball. That one 95 to finish him off. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
On the ground to first, could be 2. Noda over to second, return throw to first, got him, double play, and that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Angels 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Evan Phillips.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting
Number
that soft
59.
contact and the defense doing
Evan
the work
Phillips.
behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Now it's the right fielder, Mike Trout. He is singled and he is flied to left. And it's fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen. Kenley Jansen getting loose out there. Looking to get the tying run on base. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next pitch is outside. Got him swinging. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Soler in the box now, takes strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
That's a
1-2.
ball, went with the sweeper. Fights that one away, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one not close, and it's 2-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That one close, ruled a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the sweeper misses. Just missed. Zach Neto in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's in there, and it's a full count.
Full count.
And the tying run is on base.
Well, that right there could end up being a big walk in this game. He's certainly a threat on the bases, especially with them looking to tie this thing up.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Evan Phillips is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So they turn things over to the righty, Kenley Jansen.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Zach Neto.
That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send it.
1 strike.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Jansen fires. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Norby off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss. And the inning is over.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Angels.
and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Zach Jackson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Luis Rengifo steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Known for his late inning heroics. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. Jackson, 30 years old now, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Here's Mookie Betts now. 1 for 3.
Shortstop.
He's kind of an
Mookie
outlier,
Betts.
especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
The 1-0.
Ball.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Just
Outside.
missed. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Ripped on a line. Trout makes the ground. That's out number 2.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Muncy in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. And now the count is even. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Logan O'Hoppe.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with 1 swing here.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. And another ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Inside, and that's ball 3.
That 2-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Stepping in, Ryan Noda. And ball 1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one at the knees for a strike. One down, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch, that location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that thanks to the career he had with the cutter. It was just dominant. I tell you what, I felt like it was a moral victory whenever I could put that pitch in play. So I can feel for the guy right there walking back to the dugout.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Now batting. Second
Here's Nico
baseman,
Horner.
Nico
0 for 3 in this one.
Horner.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Right now, they're looking for something, hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Taylor, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's
1-2.
outside. Ground ball right side, but that rolls foul. Jansen with a move to first, and he's back in easily. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Angels leave 1, and they trail it here 2-1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Robert Stevenson.
Now pitching for
And
the
he comes on
Angels.
here for the first time this
Number
season,
24.
and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Stevenson.
Well, 1-run
Leading
game.
off for Los
Leading off,
Angeles.
Teoscar
Left fielder,
Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Out towards left center. Edman in position. And out number 1 on the grab.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting.
Edmundo Sosa
Second baseman,
will hit next.
Edmundo Sosa.
And he takes a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Joe Kelly appears to be getting loose. Quijada, the lefty, warming up as well.
One.
That's off the mark, and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour in the gun. 2 down, base is empty. Andy Pajes getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And there's the strike.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Next offering is in for a strike. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One and 2 here. Just misses with that one.
Full count.
And that's
a
ball four.
Take your base.
Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that
Now
that's the
batting,
pitch he has the most
center
confidence
fielder,
in right
James
now.
Outman.
Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Man at first, digging in, James Outman. That's to third, and that chance handled. Off balance throw in time. And that is that. No runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Angels 1. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Tanner Scott.
Now
I think
pitching for the
closer has to be
Dodgers.
one of the toughest jobs in
Number
baseball. And
66.
we see a pretty high turnover rate
Tanner
because of it.
Scott.
Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included.
And leading
We'll see
off
if he
for
can
the
wrap up the
Pillows.
win and get himself a
Center
save.
fielder,
Tommy Edman at the plate.
Edman.
And the
Ball.
first pitch misses for ball one.
1-0.
That one missing
No, that's
inside.
Just missed with that good fastball inside, but it plants a seed in the hitter's mind. He's got to be ready for that pitch, which will open up the outside part of the plate.
One-run game, bottom nine.
Ball three.
That one misses. And now 3-0. Mike Trout in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Full count.
On the ground right
That's
side.
foul.
Down the line, and it's foul. Ball four, he walked in. And that keeps things going.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now batting.
Now, Mike
Right
Trout.
fielder,
And Chris, is the
Mike
stolen base a possibility here?
I say no. I think you drop anchor over there. Don't distract the hitter at all. Don't run yourself out of an inning and ultimately out of a ball game. Let him swing it so you can jog around the bases and everybody celebrate at home plate.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Comes up empty.
With 2 strikes, may see some
No ball.
movement over there
2
at first
strikes.
base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Now batting.
He's
Designated
2
hitter,
outs away.
Jorge
Soler digs in now.
Soler.
0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
And that one fouled off. Good eye right there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Chop back up the middle. Sosa, the flip. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Substitution being made at first. Coming in as the pinch runner, Cameron Meisner.
Number
Angels
28.
down to their final out. At the plate, Connor Norton. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Missed
That's
with a
the ball.
changeup, and that's ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
Right through there for a strike. With the
1-1.
winning run at the plate. And the home team trying to pull it out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw there. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
This could end it. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, a tight 2-1 ball game. Classic pitching and defense in this game. A lot of good execution, and neither team really beat themselves by way of mistakes. But ultimately, it came down to one or two key plays to make the difference for the win.
And your final score here today, 2-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.